はい、やっていきましょう。やっていきましょう。ロードがないね、このゲーム。さあ、今日は北斗の拳はお休み。コロナの可能性がゼロじゃないので。今多分生まれ変わったというか、タイムリープしてきたところだな。ここが貧民街ってことなのかな。これなんとかできねえかな。誰かいる。誰だ。ああ、お前か。
Just as but it the blood say
ああ、もうこれはもう何回も聞いたセリフ。酒場の女はもうあんまり有力な情報が得られないから意味がなくて、セラフィオスはここで4人の娘と乱行した。誰一人何度させられなかった。セラフィオスって誰？うん。畑。またここかね。貧民街ってここなのかな。ちょっとクエストやってみるか。これはダメだ。ウルティウスをなんとかしないとこれどうにもならんから。金がただ欲しいだけなのかな。これでいこう。貧民街ってこっちなんですよ。だから貧民街のあるの彼らの家を一個ずつ調べるしかないな。分かってることから一つずつ詰めていこう。ほう。ホラティウスは誰だ。あれかなんか、政治家っていうか使用人の部下か。使用人の部下じゃない。執政官の部下。 キリスト教徒らしきものは一切ない。まあだってセネカっていうかストア派だもんね。キリスト教徒なわけがないね。ドミティウスは金かき集めれば足りるかな。弾痕をかたどった魔除け。お前じゃね？あいつが犯人か。金が足りないね。どうでもいいけど。カバシュ。カーティはすなわちカロンのこと。まだ一回も会ったことねえ人間が結構いるのがやべえんだよな。
Citizen. No idea. It's the rheumatism. I know that's not an excuse. I'll leave him alone from now on. I'm going to go and...
で、バージルに伝える I need more power。これ謎、あれなんだよ。軍人の方が貧民なんだよね。技能を持ってる人の方が市民としての格が高いっていうか、平民階級なんだよ。
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little...
I need more power.
What demonos? You went snooping in his... Have you... Really? Ah, poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a person's head. Well... Really? Well... Nice to talk. Salve.
バージルからこれ以上手がかりが得られなくなっちゃった。 ローマの名盤どうすればいいんだろう。
The many shall
Yattora.
suffer for the sins of the
マ
one.
ジかよ。触った時点で罪じゃねえかよ。戻す。うわうわうわうわうわうわししししし。はあ。このゲーム難しいな。でもギリシャローマの知識がないとなかなか厳しいですね。はい、またお前か。
I'll go.
Greetings and salutations.
Fabian, listen.
There's a troublemaker coming into the city.
I know.
オッケーオッケー、なんとかしてくれ。
Wait, how did you know I was headed in there?
お前は許さねえからな。
Well, I'll take your.
あ、
Now you're talking. I'm interested.
これだ。
Oh, that's. All right. Oh. Well, how do I know I can? Here's your now. What? I can't take that golden bow because stealing from the. You promised to tell. What is this? Don't even.
オッケー、そういうことか。
What? Quick, give it here. I'm just going to help us. I don't understand. How did...
よ。よしよしよし、これで2000円が手に入ったから。
Salve, Ruffius. I hear your rheumatism has you so riled up with the
これで2000円が手に入ったから。 よくできてますねこのゲーム。いやもうそんなお前はいいもん。
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there.
I'm sorry.
Please, help.
Well, you don't. If I was
あ、ここにある。
really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then. You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers. It seems today. Thank you. Thank you.
ほら金だ。
I'll go and pay off our debts immediately. I just wish there was some way I could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back. Ah. And there it is. Scintilla and I were in love. Alright. One night a few months ago, when I wasn't allowed out. And that's when I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And then she looked up and saw, and from the moment, and so for weeks, we'd hold hands and talk about it. And then one morning I woke up, all I could do was keep... Scintilla was the one thing that made my life bearable. All I know is she'd never have taken her own life. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Somebody abducted her. My guess? Malleolus had something to... I have no idea where he'd be I've never seen the inside of it. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there... Let me know. I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news.
What you... Ah.
Ah, え、嘘。どっから？こっからか。よかったよかった。あれなんでプールなくなってんじゃん。どういうことどういうこと？しょうがないから普通に降りるか。
hope you're taking care of yourself.
んなんだ
Citizen.
Nanda?
Salve again, friend. How is it possible? That's a shame. Hey, maybe the... All right. I saw... There I was. Anyway, Well, I've been trying to get this rare flower from the rock spire in the middle of the lake. It's too steep to climb, so I hung a rope over the lake and made this pulley device. Only, do you think you could use the Look. Oh, thank you. It would help me a lot. Oh.
こいつがホモなのかな
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
よもうお前に線奪われたからな
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not? Malia. Thank you. Thank you.
変わってんだよねここがなんでだろう何かが変わったんだよね
And now, and now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally
I'm not supposed to be in here.
クラウディアじゃん
Talk. My marital I think a better question is, why am I being I have quite enough Preferably. I think the dainty little thing from next door. Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never let...
まともじゃん
Well, do I need to call...
あーミスった死ななきゃいけない一回
Thea is proof of a degenerate.
Shalom. Really? I was sure he was hiding something in there. I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to. There are still two places I've never been able to reach. First, the palace. If Nick, the only other place she could be is somewhere in the cistern network. I remember hearing that Dooley had been poking around in... You mean where am I from and all that? But when I was a child, I moved to Rome with my family. Romanized my name and spent most of my life in the Jewish district of Trans-Tiberim, across the Tiber from the main city. That's where I was when the fires broke out. Everyone was running toward the river and I, listening to my inner contrarian, ran the other way. Every road leading out of Rome was in chaos. Full of people with all their belongings in carts and brigands preying on them. I can only assume they got the better of me. It's strange though, because I still had my purse on. A lot of good it did me. I don't. Well, neither of us have a couple of hours to stay. You remind me of an old story. Obliging, he replied, "What is hateful to you?" Of course. What? Thanks. Sentius, I suppose. All right.
どうやって取りに行くのあれ。くそ。全然わかりませんぞ。あそこの上から落ちるってこと？死ぬだろ、あんなとこから落ちたら。どういうこと？なんかこのジップラインを使ってうんぬんかんぬん言ってたから飛び降りるってことなのかな。無理そうなんだよね、普通に行くのは。こっから降りるってこと？ああ、いいんだこれで。ちょっと遅すぎたな、飛ぶのが。 ヒント、飛んでが出た瞬間に飛ぶぐらいじゃないとダメだ。生きてる、ギリギリ生きてる。
Now, this is going to make her so happy. Equitia, I mean.
エクイティアか。
Now I just have to figure out how to give it to her. What I really want to do is walk up to her, give her the flower, and confess I've been madly in love with her since the moment we met. But on the other hand, I can't shake the feeling that the... You mean, aside from her execution?
そんな最悪の場合あるんだ。
Equitia is a Vestal priestess, meaning even if she was just suspected of being unchaste, it could lead to her... At the same time, she's just... I don't know. Now that I hear you say that out loud, I hear how crazy. What I need is a go-between. Someone who can tell her how I feel, find out how she feels without risking her life.
交換を通じてどうこうって言ってたな、最初。
Wonderful! Now, all I need you to do is give her the flower and tell her it's from a secret admirer. Tell... Thank you.
OK、理解した。
A new face, Arveg. Oh, how lovely. It just happens to be my favorite, too. Who do I have to thank for this? I see. So, it's from Galerius.
バレとるやないかい。
Of course I do. I think everyone in the city knows. That man is a wonderful human being, and my favorite person in the world. But he is the least subtle secret admirer. Plus, he's been trying for weeks to get his hands on this flower. He'd just stand there each morning. Tell that adorable oaf that my Vestal's vow of chastity ends once I turn 36. So if we ever make it out of here, and he doesn't mind waiting a few years, then tell him I love him too. I hope so. See you.
ふう、よし、少し話が進み始めた。お前じゃない。
Now, thank Venus, that is the best news I've ever heard in my life. Oh, thank you so much. You have no idea how happy you've made me. I wish there was something I could do to thank you properly, but I don't have much to offer you. All I can do is tell you where there's a secret stash of coins you might be interested in. In the rock tunnel near the stairs, there's a little doorway set into the rock. Inside, if you look carefully, you can see a chest. Unfortunately, one of those golden huntress statues is blocking the path, and I'm not game to move it. If you can figure out how to get past it, I reckon there might be a small fortune waiting for you. I hope that helps in some way. All right.
女の狩人の像、岩場、階段の近くのなんちゃら。
All weapons have been tossed. Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want? Ha! You are
どうすっかな。とりあえずあのおばさんを焚きつけて、やつの弱みを握ることで何か起こるかもしれない。
Whatever's in that great temple up there.
Hello? Hello? Do you love? Like, yeah. But
今やれること何がある？だからこれだな。あ、これ地下世界か。ここはもう意味ねえな。
Visitor. I was indeed. Oh. Did we? Huh. Ah.
こっち行ってねえような気がするんだよね。 戻るだけか。
What be... Oh. Fine.
That's quite an impressive bow you have there. Oh, it'll be, but why do you... As I said, I'm
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Yes, I have over... Very well. Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Election starting.
一回やってみるのありだな。この道ループするなら。
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Sendius.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Sentius.
Ulpius.
Sentius.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made
そんな投票の仕方なんだ。
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus.
My fellow citizens, you've placed your trust in me once again, and you won't regret it. I vow that each day henceforth will be just like this one. And I will deliver.
You and your rival, whatever your name is, you're responsible for this, aren't you? Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
Shut up and let the magistrate speak.
Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Wait, I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us. The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Ah.
Golems.
ああ、待って待って待って。そういうことね。選挙やるとこうなるんだ。クソったれ。ちょっと待って、今のがあれじゃない？女じゃない？すげえ4000も手に入れたよ。何？いやちょっと待てよ。出られねえじゃんこいつ。危ねえ、はめられるとこだった。そういうことか、そういうことか。
Salve, friend. Oh. Ah, no. You... All right. But...
Spy.
On your best behavior, I trust.
Talk. Perhaps you're... You know, some time ago, when he still cared for me. Now, addressing one's wife by the wrong name is not unheard of. I confronted him about it. I let it go. But... Oh, aren't you charming? It seems, but first, I want you... Oh, don't look at me like... Let me tell you something about Malleoli. After all I've done for him, he said it was for my own good. Tonight, at his victory party, I am... You mean... Because there's barely any left in the city. In fact... So... Thank you.
クインクティウスを愛するくらいである。
Now, perhaps you can tell.
What?
He's... Oh no. That's... Quite a look. Give me that immediately. What? It was a lie of a mission. You were planning this all along. I curse you. This is outrageous. Do I need...
どうしよう。これでおっさんのとこに行けばいいのかな、もう。
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little sturfers?
I must... Is that about... See... You... perhaps...
Oh! How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
知るかよ。
Why? I suppose... So... So much work. Fine. Ruling the... I'll have Domitius note... There. You got what you wanted.
これで
What is it, citizen? weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrate's orders. What now?
From today's election. Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall,
What? What?
I hope you have a good reason for flouting life.
Salve, how is it Your Sisyphus was a Greek. He was forcing him to stop. Actually, Tantalus was made to grasp it. Oh, and anyway, so I'll tell anytime. Now, I'm going to keep you. Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy... Now, I've bounced the idea around once or twice, but from what I hear, and maybe that's not such a bad thing. He did? Oh, I'll let Equitia know I'll be running. All right, friend. Hope
Citizen.
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrate's orders.
welcome.
How'd you do?
I hope you're coping. Sorry, was there...
これ難しいのどうすりゃいいんだろう。
Citizen. Galerius. Sorted out. Fine.
そうか、俺がやった手柄を全部あのハゲに与えればいいってことか。
I hear we had Galerius, What?
このクソカス少年はダメだろうな。
Hello there, Fred. What? Oh well, let me know if you change. Centius, I suppose. Yeah? Certainly. Nothing illegal about it? Well, that's a shame. Yeah. Sir. Nothing illegal about it? Well. Very well. Hello there. What? Now. Oh, that. Oh. Is now. I can't. You. What? Oh. Down it.
Citizen.
A golden bowl, just like Apollo and Diana's.
And you... It must be... It'll be... Why do... What? There are some women who... I can't... But if it's...
Greetings and salutations. Greetings. My friend... Galerius, did you...
ガレリウスが1、2、3人。
Isn't the great temple majestic?
こいつがどうするかだな。
What?
4人だといけるだろう。もう選挙やったら勝てんじゃねえか。
Not that it's any of your business.
That's quite an impressive bow.
この謎が未だに全然解けねえんだよ。
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
All right. What? Are you? I'll go, but...
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Whatever's in that great temple... Oh. Malleola. Sir.
I'll be in my bakery. Thank you, Galerius.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Well.
化け物がいるのかな。
how you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
She's going to be alright. Hilarious. You're amazing.
Mally. Malleolus.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana.
Citizen.
Keep an eye out for Santilla, would you?
Citizen.
Malleolus.
It wasn't for lack of trying. And now Malleolus is going to...
A golden bow.
Why
just
do you
like
look so
Apollo
happy?
and Diana.
We're free. Malleolus just released us and we never have to set foot in that villa again.
What? How?
Galerius arranged it somehow.
Really? That's... incredible.
Welcome.
What a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just rest up. Get your strength back. We'll celebrate properly when you're ready.
I will. Thank you, Orpheus. I will.
Welcome.
You mean, but... Scintilla and I... Oh, I wasn't al- and that's what... I just sat there and... So... I've never seen... But I have... Really? I feel like I've looked... First, the palace. The only other place... I remember hearing that Dooley had been... Alright, friend. I feel like I've looked at... First, the palace. The only... I remember hearing that... Oh. Galerius. Oh.
でもこれガレリウス勝つんじゃねえか。
How'd you do? Hello there. Sit. Yeah. Certainly. Pleasure doing business. Very well.
お、買収は黄金列に触れない。これでいいだろう。
A new fa- It'll be white as I. Well, very. Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
誰だ来てねえの。ウルピナスか。ウルピウス。
Hello? Hello.
Body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helver. Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Dacius.
Galerius.
Virgil.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've been receiving. Galerius.
Ulpius.
Galerius, the man who saved my life.
Rufius.
The man who treated my rheumatism. Galerius.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Gallus Galerius Helver.
What?
It has been decided. Magistrate Galerius, would you like to make a brief address?
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted. Now that you've put your trust in me, I'm going to do everything I can not to let you down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise you, there will be changes. My first order is that Dooley is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day. Nothing else to see here. Move along.
We're finally... I must have entrusted you. Is that about... Nothing really. It won't be long. I dare say it won't have... You mean to ask? I'm so... And I'm beginning to want... I doubt that very much, since I'll be keeping the key around my neck at all times. Thank...
I will. I will. Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georgius I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Dooley.
Oh, thank you. You can have my... And maybe you... My friend Hannibal used to look after me. But before that, he gave me a key to the system. Please help me find it. Oh, thank you. I hope you find it. In the systems. Oh, maybe it is treasure. I could see it for myself. So pretty. And it's just lying out here in the open. Maybe nobody wants it anymore. Maybe no one will mind if I just...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Wherever you are, tell him my love. I'm sorry.
何が起こった今。あいつがなんか盗んだのか出てきた瞬間。 と待ってくださいよ。
Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Julie.
My friend, maybe it is treasure. I can see it for myself. Pretty. And it's just lying out here in the open. Maybe nobody wants it anymore. Maybe no one will mind if I just take it. Don't you dare.
速攻で盗んどるやないかい。
shall suffer for the sins of the one.
とんでもねえ。嘘。
How is it possible?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Whew.
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrate's orders.
はめられた。こっち来たことねえな。何が起こるんだ。ああ、順番ってことか。いやいやいやいやいや、コンピューターやないかい。どういうこと？
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You're unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly that there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk. My story is many. It is a matter of perspective. Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge, but despite all, my kin and I all adopted this form long ago. In time, we grew fond of the same.
ほう、いや、ちょっと待って待って、予想外だな。
Long ago I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as... Like me, she has been known by many names. Erish Kigal to the... Or perhaps you might. Your gaze lingers too long. That is my servant. Kumutubal to the Sumerians. Curtin. Her role is to ferry souls between them. For that, she earned... You will talk more later. As you... It has come to be known simply as the Underworld. That is a long... You see, long ago my kin and I set out from our... We discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving. You all but destroyed yourself. Yet Persephone saw raw potential in you. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called... For a time you flourished, but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon my kin had seen enough, and gave... We began preparations, but my Persephone could not bear to abandon your kind without guide. She made an extraordinary sacrifice, and so she began. Horrified, I acted swiftly, and then I pleaded with Persephone's father, who the Romans... It was and is... But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Persephone and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium. My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting. There were also gods who, like me, our leader Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, and of course, as the first wave of your kind arrived from... I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their... I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to... They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors to ensure the wager was fair. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into... Later, when they spread to... Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead. In fact, almost all of the tokens are accounted for. Only 2 remain. Your kind will have squandered the last of its... It is a regrettable story. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people. But the erasure did not take. His tales were committed to writing, which came... Later the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's story. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gate. Then when the Greeks began to arrive, they... A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus. They each told embellished, and so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to... Of course. That is merely the name your people... That is a story dating back to the very... Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife. A prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold, and when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all, to make way for a new wave, and began the wager again. And to this day, each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity, as silent golden sentinels. I give your kind a second chance at life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, and you always disobey, and so you ask if you destroy your... When my kin departed, they left behind men. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became... I've always considered that the corner... No attempt to lay out rules like your code. This should come as no surprise to you, since the Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with, the Greeks refined it with, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not? For you, perhaps. I am able to commune with all of the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes. If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask? Then what an odd question. Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example? I have seen no such thing, but in any case, taking one's own life is a self-directed act. It is not one that is done to others, however they may be affected by it. Therefore, it cannot be said that one who commits suicide has done anything unto others. Applying this rule always requires us to interpret the meaning of the words. A literal interpretation helps to minimize the ambiguities of your primitive language. Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want? Now tell me. The merchant. How is that inconsistent with the rule I've outlined? I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of paying the price anyway. Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree. It requires us to ask what another person would want if they found themselves in another situation. Not if we're wise enough to know the mind of man. Supposing you're right, then your desire, you will make... How dare you threaten? Suffer. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.